Another video on information technology. I hope you're having a good day. Happy Saturday. And today, the usual 2 p.m. Comptia time. I want to share some stuff first before we go over into the exam. Obviously, I don't want to get crazy with it. So basically, I'm gonna go over some Comptia stuff. I have to. Well, actually, not Comptia. Sorry, the resume first. I want to go over a resume that I've been working on with other people. And I just want to share my screen with you in a couple of minutes. Just waiting for people to join. Obviously, I said I am gonna go live 2 p.m. Eastern time. Everyone knows that already. So, um, let me open up my. Let me open up my YouTube channel. My Zoom is up. Check Discord. Let me open that up real quick. Just give me a second. Just bear with me. Obviously, I have my cup of coffee. Got my coffee right over here, as always. So, hope you guys are having a good day. Am I gonna make another video after this? Probably. I'm not sure. We'll see. Did I get a haircut? Yes, I did get a haircut. Why? Because my hair was really messed up. Yeah. So, I was just hired at Fidelity, and man, to them it's about customer service, and the rest you learn by KN in service now. Yeah, Daniel. A lot of these, if you work for a hedge fund or a big company, a lot of these companies are focused more on they're focused more on customer service. So you got to have customer service. That is like the bread and butter of IT, but also like just in general, like dealing with people. You have to know how to deal with people. It's not like you just have to know how to deal with people. Unfortunately, it's something that you're gonna be asked to do in IT. So just so you're aware of it, that's not. You have to know how to do. You have to know how to deal with people. That's just the reality of IT. First tool for a guy, cup of coffee. Just made it on time. Okay, Kev, I'd like to know your opinion on the exam cram material. Um, Try chai once is better than coffee. I don't drink tea. You see me drink tea is only if I'm sick. That's the only time you will see me drink tea. I'm waiting for more people to join, so just bear with me, and I'll start sending invites. I got nothing against tea. It's just I drink tea when I'm sick. Either that or when it's too cold. If it's too cold outside, like right now, today is windy today. I would drink a lot of tea. It's just I'm a tea guy when it's cold, either tea or coffee when it's very cold outside. So, but I'm more of a coffee guy. It's always been like that. So, hey, Kev, I'm about to grab breakfast and pray, but I'm here on time. All right, cool. Uh, Yeah, for the exam cram material, I don't like people when they memorize answers. Like I think you should know the answer and why that's the answer, and you should know what you're talking about. I don't like when people memorize their answers and stuff like that. That's not good. That's really bad. So when you go to a job interview, you can't explain the answer. So, bro, I drink tea at lunch and lunch at coffee, and that sounds good. Hey Kev, what's your thoughts on OTIL in Germany? Many companies ask me about that certification. Well, if they're asking about it, you should go get it. ITIL is a certification that it covers help desk or IT support or service desk. So you should get that certification if you're being asked in that country or region. Obviously, it's different here in the United States, and it depends on the company too. Some companies ask for CompTIA A plus, while some other companies ask for the ITIL certification. So it really depends on the company. But if you're in Germany and you live in Germany and is asking for ITIL, you should probably get it because that's a help desk certification. And I'm not going to say no to it because at the end of the day, a certification in IT is a certification in IT. So it is going to help you get a job, and it's going to help you in your resume too. So any certification that's IT related that's going to help you get a job or make you land a job, or they're asking for it, you should probably get it because it makes you stand out in your job interview, makes you stand out in your resume, makes you stand out in a lot of different places. So should definitely get it. I don't go against any certifications as long as it's IT related and it's useful in your job and it's being asked in your job. It's basically what it is. Let's see. And I'm waiting a few more minutes, waiting for people to join. We got 27 people. Okay. All right. I'm going to send out the link right now. Just give me a second. Send out the link. Should be that. Password. Password is 815 815 815 931 931. Okay. You don't need you mean the passcode is there, but if you want to join, you could join. Okay, my headset. I follow your job interview questions and got the job there. Oh, nice, Daniel. Congratulations, Daniel. Nice job, bro. Hey, Steve.
I've been Kev.
Someone just said that they got a job watching my job interview questions.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
cool.
That's good. Yeah.
That's good.
Means it's helping somebody at least. We got another Steve coming. Huh, interesting.
Uh-oh.
Could be a double ganger. Could be a duplicate.
We got Steven and Steve.
Could be another Kevin joining here. Could be a fake Kevin, trying to hack me. I'm just kidding.
Well, Kevin the hacker, man. How was the week, Kev?
It was very busy.
Yeah.
Someone made a complaint. Someone made a complaint that I made a complaint about last year, and they never fixed it. And now that someone like a head honcho complained about it, now they're actually gonna try to fix it. I'm like, dude, I spoke about this already.
Yeah.
Hey, Kev, that police photo was lit. Thank you, man. Yeah, they work for the NYPD. G Mayor 7. Just wanted to say thank you. I got a help desk job a few months ago. Oh, cool, man. Congratulations. Good job. Okay. Muted. Okay. All right. What was I gonna go? Oh, I was gonna go over the resume. See, are you seeing the resume that we made?
Probably not. I've been off the grid. I haven't been following Discord like the last couple of days, so maybe not. No.
So we made a brand new resume for entry level text. Did you see that resume?
I don't think so. No.
All right, I'm gonna just share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen real quick, and then we'll.
Okay.
Let me bring that up over here. Just give me a second.
How's it going, Mr. Diaz?
Really good. Just dual wielding streams here. Got this stream. Got another stream going. About to finish.
Yeah, so we have this location called resume template new text that we added. And I really like this resume, by the way. So obviously, if you're new to IT and you're trying to figure out what kind of resume you want to make, or you should have, you should go and check this resume out. Basically, it covers a little bit of everything from my videos to Job Skill Shares videos. I feel a little bit of everything. So I think this is a really solid resume if you're new to IT, and you should have like these check marks because these are like specific keywords or IT words of stuff that they might be asking for a job. So we have the technologies, which is the ticketing system, the software, the browsers, the networking, the platforms. On the bottom, we also have your education credentials, which is your certifications and your high school diploma or your college degree. On the top, we have your like the boxes of stuff that you really want to stress out or it's important. We talk about help desk ticketing system, problem diagnostic, technical troubleshooting, phone and online support, emotional intelligence. I know that sounds funny, but yeah, customer service and complaint handling. So basically, you're good with handling issues and stuff like that. I think this is a really good resume just for people that are new to IT. I think if you're part of Discord, if you're not joining us in Discord, we go over resumes too. So definitely go and check this out. It's a free template resume. You could download it on my Discord. So you might actually like it. I'm not sure whether or not you like it or not, but usually I do tell people to change up their resume if no one's calling you. So I would change up your resume if no one's calling you, it could mean a lot of different things. But for the most part, just make sure you have a good resume. And I wanted to go over that real quick before we start doing the Comptia training stuff. So just thought I'd share that. Let me open up my browser. Just give me a second. Okay, so this one has 9. So I'm not gonna be on that long today because I have a lot of stuff to do today. I'm like extremely busy today, by the way. So thank you so much for your service. So service members are great. I am extremely grateful for those. Oh, thanks, man. All right. So you guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right. As usual, we'll read the questions out and then, we let it catch up with YouTube. So just give it a second. I'll read the first question. Question number 1, ext3 and ext4 are examples of default file systems used by what? OS X, Mac OS, Windows Server, or Linux distribution?
I'm gonna say Linux. I don't know. Never heard of that one.
I want to answer this one.
What do you guys think? You guys said someone said Windows, someone said Mac.
I never heard of ext3 or ext4. So
All
I never heard of it, that means-
diversify your operating systems.
You guys just give me a second. Someone's asking me a question in chat about something. Elvin, how do you find the Windows product key on your PC? Elvin, I asked you your question right now. Give me a second. So then you go to this. So you go to Barlark Advisor, and Barlark Advisor is free, and it's actually legit and free. You download that on your computer. It scans your computer, and it tells you all the product keys for all the programs, including your Windows operating system. So if you ever want to get a product key of what your product key is for Word, Excel, or whatever, you go here, you download that. And then it's free, and it's it's legit, it's not fake. And you download it, and it tells you what's your product key for Windows 7, for Windows 8, for Windows 10, and it tells you your product key for some of your applications like Adobe Pro or Adobe Standard and stuff like that. So if you ever get stuck with licensing and help desk or IT support, or just in general, and you need a license number, I always refer people to this. This is free. You download this, and it actually scans your computer, and it tells you all the licensed products that you have installed on your computer. And it also breaks it down to you, and it tells you your memory. It tells you everything about your computer. So you might want to check that out. Just answering your question. All right, back to this. EXT.
All right, so
EXT4.
somebody, well, we have in the chat, in the YouTube chat, 3 correct answers. 3 people with correct answers.
So I said Linux.
Yep.
I think it's Linux. I don't think it's Mac.
It is. ext4 is the primary type of file system that most people will use on a Linux system. There's different ones you could choose from, but usually that's what most people will go with. It's the simplest. It's a journaling file system. If you don't know what that is, look into it.
Got it.
Did you say what the ext stood for, or did I miss
It's just extended file system, something like that.
Extended.
It's not like an abbreviation. It's not a acronym or anything like that.
Yeah, I think it's Linux distribution. I'm gonna go on that. These questions are gonna get crazy. Oh boy, wait for it to catch up. Bear with me. Crazy questions.
It's only crazy if you only focus on Windows.
Yeah, exactly. A type of proprietary file system using Apple OS is known as the FS, EFS, HFS, NFS. Interesting.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Look at her. She's all bundled up.
So cold.
Yeah. Fall is getting here.
What do you guys think of this one?
Oh my God, Kevin's haircut. Okay, let's go back.
People say NFS. What the heck is an NFS? What is that?
Network file system.
The only thing I can think of is network file system.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. I'm just asking.
Apple OS. And again, when it comes to Apple, I'm tone deaf. So.
Oh, we have one answer in there.
Right?
Network file system.
In the chat, somebody has it.
Yep, I'm looking. New file system. Isn't that NTF? What? Someone said Need for Speed. It's funny.
Who's your buddy, Hafa? On the couch.
I'm gonna go with NFS. What do you guys think?
The last time you're gonna see me is 3 years old.
What do you guys think? NFS is? You think that's the right answer?
Next Saturday.
Yeah.
HFS.
What? HFS?
One person in the chat got it.
Someone said NFS.
Wu-Tang. You got it.
Okay. NFS. I'm gonna click NFS. Apple is faster than Windows. Yeah, I'm letting it catch up. Just bear with me.
Yeah, HFS is a proprietary file system that only Apple really uses, and it's annoying because it's only Apple. So like you're not gonna see it anywhere else unless like you install some third-party app.
So is it
that tries to,
HF?
like-
Is it HFS or NFS? Because
No, it's HFS. NFS is the server, the sharing files and stuff.
Yeah, because people are confusing me with their answers. All right, I'll go with that one. I'll switch it back. Let's wait for this to catch up. I went back and forth. Yeah, I got a haircut, by the way, so I look different.
Got them all cut.
Yeah.
You're just trying to look like us, like me.
No, this is originally my haircut. It's just I don't cut my hair. I'm trying to be like I'm trying to be one of the cool kids, you know.
There you go.
I'm trying to be one of the cool kids in the block. All right. So question number 3: which of the following could be used as an extension of RAM? Select 3 answers: virtual memory, paging file, extended partition, disk trashing, swap partition. Interesting.
I'm going to say virtual swap and page and file.
Just select 3.
I know. I said virtual page and swap.
Virtual memory for sure, no?
What?
Virtual memory?
What is that?
Virtualization.
What? What does that? What does that even mean?
IDK.
What? Is it
No. Wait, Stephen, why did you say paging?
Because you do page files with
page files. Okay.
more for the hard drive to the memory.
I don't know. I want to say. I'm going to agree with Stephen.
This is RAM, random access memory.
I agree with Steven.
Swap partition.
Yes.
I think they just use the word partition just to throw us off.
Nope, it's not to throw you off. There's such thing as that.
Is it? I always want to call it swap files. So.
You could have a swap file or you could have a swap partition. On Linux, usually you'll see swap partitions more commonly. Windows tends to use swap files.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. I seen this So you guys seen paging file before in properties and system settings? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely A, B, and D. And people in chat saying 1, 2, and 5. Yep. 1, 2, and 5. 1, 2, and 5. 1, 2, and 5. Got 3 people. 1, 2, and 5. Okay, I'm gonna go with that then.
The answer is the last one. Is swap.
Where did he
When?
go? He left.
What the?
It's swap.
Oh, swap. Yeah. All right. Next question. Quick.
By the way, for the virtual memory thing, it's like a system where the computer, instead of addressing memory like directly in the like by the physical address, like where it is in the memory, you can it kind of abstracts away from it and makes it so that you have like for each program you have a certain addressing space that's like consistent, so that even if the memory is in RAM or if the memory is in the hard drive or whatever in a page file or a system file or a swap file or whatever, it all looks as the same to the program. The program thinks it's still in RAM.
Makes sense. All right. Quick format. Select 3 answers. Does not erase data. Requires more time than full format. Check the drive for bad sectors. Erases all data to prevent its recovery. Do not check the drive for bad sectors. Does not check the drive for bad sectors. Requires less time than full format. What do you guys think?
Last 3.
Hmm?
I'm saying the last 3.
Erase all data to prevent its recovery. A quick format. You sure about that?
No,
Erases all data.
less time.
Hmm?
Requires less time.
Requires less time. Okay.
I don't think it deletes data.
Yeah, I
quick
agree with
formats.
that one. I don't think it hi, Carterwell.
Hi.
I don't think it deletes data. Sorry, I'm eating gummies.
I think full format deletes the data, right?
Mm-hmm. Someone said 1, 5, and 6. Someone said 3, 4, and 6. What do you guys think?
I don't know if it checks for bad sectors. I'm not sure about that one.
I'm sticking to my bottom 3.
But quick formatting, it still has data if you do quick formatting. If you use some sort of recovery software, I don't know if you know that.
Yes, but does it not check for bad sectors?
But it's asking for a quick format. So when we do a quick format to a hard drive, it erases all the data to prevent it from recovery. And it does not check that program does not check the drive for bad sectors. We already know that, and requires less time than a full format, that's true.
Yep.
I'm sticking to the last 3.
Yeah, the last 3.
You can pick whatever.
All right, so I'm gonna pick all of them. All right, so let me stop.
There you go. All right, what do you want?
What do you guys think?
I like the answer selected.
Like the answer selected?
Yeah.
Does not check the drive for bad sectors.
I don't know about the bad sectors part. I don't really know.
It doesn't
what
do
that's
that.
even worth. Like, I don't see the relevance.
Yeah. Checks the drive for bad. Doesn't do that. Requires more time than full formatting. It does not. It's actually quick. So it's called quick formatting because it's fast. So this is.
What are people saying on YouTube?
4, 5, and 6, just like you said. 1, 5, and 6. What Kevin said. 1, 5, and 6. What Kevin said.
I kind of like the YouTube community. The
1,
YouTube-
5, and 6. 1, 5, and 6. So I'm gonna go with this. Could be
I agree
wrong.
with Diaz also.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. This is I would go with this as well because it does erase data, but some data is still stored on the hard drive. You do quick formatting. This is why you run auto nuke. So when you run auto nuke, it erases all the sectors of a hard drive. That's from my experience. So
Yeah, when you do the format, like even though you destroy all the partitions, the partition table itself is still there. And you can recover that, and then when you recover that, you have access to all the files. Because when you delete a file, the file's still there. It just takes time for it to get unallocated. You can still like recover it. You just need to know where the position is, and to know that position, that's what the partitions do and stuff.
now it's going back. It's asking more questions about the hard drive again. Oh boy. This sounds like, wait, no. Someone said quick format for a reason. 4. All right. Which of the following are the characteristic features of full format? Select 3 answers. Does not check the drive for bad sectors. Requires less time than quick format. Erases all data to prevent its recovery. Requires more time than quick format. Does not erase data. Checks the drive for bad sectors. So this is not quick format. This is full format now.
So erases all data.
Yep.
Require
more time than quick formatting.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm not sure about the bad sectors. I would assume that both would do bad sectors. So let's just go with that. I don't know. That's my guess.
You think it's this?
1, 3, 4, and 6.
Checks the drive for bad sectors. I agree with erase all data to prevent its recovery because it's full formatting, so it's going to erase everything.
And requires more.
Requires more time than quick formatting. That makes sense. So 3 is like the third answer is throwing me off. It says does not erase data. I don't agree with that. Requires less time. I don't agree with that either because it's a full format. It takes forever. So it's either A or D for this one. The third answer, A or D. What do you guys think?
I'm thrown off about the bad sectors thing because I don't know if formatting does that.
A or D?
I don't know how they correlate. I mean, I guess it makes sense in a way, but it's formatting. Like I don't see how they connect in that way.
It wouldn't check for bad sectors. It's not its job to check for bad sectors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what.
Is that what this defrag
I agree with
does?
Kevin.
Is that
it's confusing.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
So you think it's A instead of D?
Yeah.
If you keep saying not sure about 6, and someone said 6, someone says 3, 4, and 6. Someone else said 3, 4, and 6. 3 people said 3, 4, and 6. In chat. What do you guys think?
Why would it check for bad sectors, chat?
I never seen it do that. So it throws me off because I never seen it check for bad sectors when you run a full format.
Yeah, otherwise it would tell you, oh, you have so and so bad sectors, and it never does that. I feel like that's what it would be like if it did.
Yeah, I agree. 1, 3, and 4.
So does
someone said
defrag
someone said it checks for bad sectors when you're doing full formatting. For quick format, it doesn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 3, 4, and 6. I've never seen it do that before, but I'm gonna go with that. Let's just see what we'll see if we get it wrong or not. If we get it wrong, Steven can yell at me. No, I'm just kidding. Steven's just shaking his head.
Because a lot of the stuff with the bad sectors, the hard drive itself deals with it, like the operating system, the operating system doesn't really can't do a lot for it. The hard drive, its own firmware and everything, like makes the changes for it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. Now HIPAA got me thinking about that bad sector thing. I don't know.
Which of the following enables interaction between an operating system and a hard drive? Device drivers, command line interface, device manager, secure shell, operating system, and hardware. Device.
Think about what each of them does, like when you and what they have in common to each other.
Oh, okay. So it'd be device drivers for me.
I think it's device drivers.
I
You guys
second that.
think?
That's what I would say, but because that interacts between the operating system and the hardware.
Not device manager.
Well, you can tweak device manager. Yeah, you can interact with that. But it's saying that
That's the program that
following interaction.
device manager doesn't enable the
Interaction.
interaction between them. It monitors the interaction between them, I think. But
Yeah,
the device
notice.
driver is what enables the interaction between them. Do you see the difference?
And notice each one of these is like command line interface. That's the user interacting with the computer. Device manager, the user interacting with the computer. Secure shell, user. Device drivers, that's the operating system doing something instead of the user. You don't do anything with the device drivers. It just does its work.
No, it's gonna be command line. Kevin, what are you talking about? Command line. It pings the computer and interacts with the operating system and the hardware. Let me stop. That's not.
Yeah, drivers. For those in the chat that don't know, that's how the easy way for us to be able to interact with code, with the code of our programs to be able to interact with the hardware, because the hardware, it's hardware. It doesn't understand the same things that in the same way that your computer does. It has its own design and its own independent way of doing things. So the driver is like that interconnection layer. It's like a translator in between, if you will.
I think of, you know what I think about that? I think about printers. And you know how you plug a printer USB and it's plug and play and it finds the drivers for it. You know what I'm talking about? That's how I look at it. So I'm like, because when you plug in a printer and you connect it directly USB, it grabs the drivers for it and it starts downloading the device drivers for it, if that makes sense. And there's no interaction whatsoever. It's just you plugging it in and then you don't got to do anything. Just starts downloading the printer for you or the drivers for it, if that makes sense. That's what I think of it when I think about drivers. Same thing with anything. You plug in a mouse or a keyboard. It usually looks for the drivers. So I think that's the reason why you should. I think the answer is A. That's the reason why the answer is A. Like, and then Kevin would explain it as well. So that's from my experience. So, all right. Next question. Let that catch up. Let that catch up. Okay. Let's give that a second. I checked online everywhere, and you cannot fix that delay. It's for security reasons. Just found that out. I'm like, okay. Anyway, devices that are not detected during the operating system installation process might require loading alternative third-party drivers. True or false?
True.
What? I think it's true. It's true.
Yes, true.
What do you guys think? Somebody said false.
That is true.
We got two trues in chat box. One false in chat box.
You remember once upon a time when you told us that if it was short, then it was probably false?
Think about when you buy something.
Yeah, when
What
you
do
buy
have to do when you buy like an extra device for your computer and there's no driver that is installed with it automatically. Like a GPU. Let's say you buy a new GPU. What do you have to do when you get that?
You have to kick it.
You kick it down the road.
No.
Yeah,
It's
like
not,
how else are you gonna get the drivers? It's like you have to get it different source. Yes.
Yeah, you have to get a
Exactly.
designated. You're right. You have to get a designated driver to drive the graphics card. You're right. I think that's what you said, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, when you buy a graphics card, you put the graphics card on the board, and then you go to Nvidia or AMD, and you download the drivers for that, for that graphics card. Obviously, sometimes it doesn't find the drivers, so you have to actually go to a third party or the company website of that graphics card, and you have to download the driver. Otherwise, your computer does not recognize that graphics card. If that makes sense. So I would say it's true.
Plus, also too, remember you guys. Well, maybe Kevin probably knows too that when you create like an image or something like that, and they roll it out, they might add third-party drivers to the golden image. So when they are pushing out that image, or reloading a laptop or a desktop, if you have a specific, piece of hardware in there, you can add that to the image to make it work. Like the updated drivers and stuff like that. In case Windows and in case they know that Windows does not have that installed. I believe you can add that to the like one of the answer files, or it's part of during the installation of that image, right? I think I mean I think they use it because sometimes it even asks you, do you have that extra driver? Do you have this driver? Do you have, because sometimes it doesn't recognize, like Windows XP had that a lot, which you had to give it the driver to make it happy. If not, it just didn't work or something like that.
Yeah, our images that we make using WDS and MDT, they have all the drivers installed for the laptop, so that we just run the image that installs all the drivers, does all the work for us, and we don't have to do anything. It adds the files into the system.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I use Ivanti imaging software, and we have the drivers pre-installed part of the software image, so it installs the drivers, and then part of the image it restarts the computer, and then installs everything, and then inputs all the programs the company uses, and then you're good to go after that. So.
And you got to be careful with that, because sometimes that could cause like blue screens if you're not careful and you get the wrong driver. And I've had to debug that. It's annoying.
Yep. All right. Next question. Someone says NVIDIA third party in this case. That's what someone said in chat.
Yeah, NVIDIA is a third party. First party would be like Windows, Microsoft itself. That's a first party, I guess.
And a lot of times when you download some, or you basically add a new hardware on a computer, Windows 10 sometimes does not find what that is, so you have to go and download it from the company website. So, anyway, next question. Which of the following statements describe different methods for organizing Windows-based computers in the network are true? Select 3. Windows-based computers on home networks must be part of a home group. Windows-based computers on a network must be part of a work group or domain. Windows-based computers on workplace networks are usually part of a domain. Windows-based computers on a workplace network are usually part of a work group. Windows-based computers on home networks are usually part of a work group. Windows-based computers on a home network are usually part of a domain. Someone said 1, 2, and 3. Someone said 3, 4, and 6. Someone said 2, 5, and question mark. Said which of these statements of organizing Windows-based computer networks are true?
What home group?
So home networks must be part of a home group.
Yes. I think that one's true. Windows-based computers on a network must be part of a work group or a domain. No.
Windows-based computers on a workplace network are usually part of a domain. I think that's right. Right?
Yeah, because isn't on a home network, it's not part of a domain usually. I thought it's just part of a home group or work group. No, home group. I don't know, but I don't think it's the last one. Maybe, but I'm not sure.
Windows-based computers in the workplace network are usually part of a work group. I don't believe in that. That answer is incorrect. Windows-based computers on the home network are usually part of a work group.
Nikhil in the Zoom chat says 1, 2, and 6.
1, 2, and 6.
Yeah, that's what Nikhil
Windows-based
says in
computers
the
on a
Zoom.
network can't. If it's on a network, I don't think it can be part of. It has to be part of a domain, no?
Windows computers in the home network are usually part of a domain.
No.
You sure
I'm
that's the
talking
no?
about.
I'm answering his question. You sure that's the answer? That's not the right answer.
Like number 5.
We've got 2, 3, 5. S dot. Justin says 2, 3, 5. Willie says 3, 4, 6. I think we're all over the place here.
I agree with 2, 3, 5.
Must be part of it. Works.
Wait, no, I don't agree with 2.
Usually part of it.
Nikhil says he's not fully correct. He thinks work group is workplace, right? Or wait, domains are home locals. Okay, so I guess he takes back his answer. I guess.
Windows-based computer network must be part of a work group or domain. Number 2 is correct. I agree with number 2.
Like 2, 3, and 5.
Windows-based computer on a workplace network are usually part of a domain. 3 makes sense. The next answer, the third answer, Windows-based computers on a home network are usually part of a work. I think these answers are right, actually.
Yeah, so.
Yes.
Wasn't that the home group that got phased out, right? And Windows, is that in Vista yet or the XP? Or Vista? Right, that home group, and then they kind of phased that out, thank God.
No, Windows 10 is the last one. It wasn't in Windows 10. It was Windows 7, I think.
Yeah, so if you to answer this question, because people are gonna ask me, if you go here, you go to this PC, let's go to properties, let's go to my computer, it's part of a work group. It's called work group. So the group is called work group. It's not something else. It's called work group. So that's why that's why I put that as the answer. So when it says here, Windows-based computers on a home network are usually part of a work group. Look at this. I have a regular computer. It's part of a work group.
Yeah, I just looked it up. Home group was a Windows 7 8.1 and RT 8.1, but it was a Windows 10.
You see here, like there's a domain. A home computer would never be part of a domain. I have never seen that before, unless your company uses a home computer, unless your company has a pro version of Windows 10, because the home version, you cannot add that to a domain. Anyone that has a home version of Windows 7 or Windows 8 or Windows 10, you cannot add that to a domain, from my experience. So
if you're an IT pro, your computer is in a domain at home.
Yeah, it's just really, you won't see that, it's just that's just random. Like I don't even know what to say to that, but I think these answers are right.
Hey everyone, this is Nikhil, by the way. I'm on mic. How's it going?
Good.
I just saw the question, and I think it's the keyword must that really threw people off.
Yeah. Must.
I've heard of people like that, by the way, that they have like their whole home with like roaming profiles in the domain and everything, and 802.1.1q or X or whatever, like a full enterprise network at home.
Yeah, I seen that before, but it was like super rare. Like, it's just, it's just crazy. But
Kevtech's gonna have a Active Directory set up in his house.
No.
Password reset request from his mom.
Oh God, no. All right, next question. Which of the statements listed below apply to Windows work groups? Select 3. Security policies and permissions in work groups are administered centrally. Logging onto any computer in the work group requires a single account. Work groups typically consist of no more than 20 computers. What? There is no limit on the number of hosts that can become part of a single work group. Logging onto any computer in work group requires an account on that computer. Each computer in the work group has its own security policy. 3 answers.
This is an interesting way to put the answers and answer choices. I like the question.
So right away, I typically consists of no more than 20. What the? No, I don't think that's the answer. This is definitely not an answer. Logging into any computer on the work group.
Security policy information and work groups are administered centrally. Centrally means from the computer, so I would say one. That's one.
1 and 5, maybe.
Logging on any computer or work group requires a series of accounts.
Logging into any computer and work group requires
No.
an account on that. This is right. I agree with this.
Yeah.
You need to have some sort of an account for a work group.
I also like that there's no limit because I don't think there's a limit.
I was gonna say,
there
well,
might be a limit. I think there is a limit. I don't know how many it is, but I think there is a limit on a work group.
Mr. Kevin, do you think 2 would make any sense? Because you need an account in the first place to even use a computer, but you don't need a admin account. You can just have a user.
That one is a domain.
It says logging into any computer on the work group requires a single account.
That would be a domain computer then.
Mm-hmm.
Or also the last one can be true too. That each computer has its own security policy. But it's not like Active Directory where you can just send GPOs and stuff. Or I don't think you could do that across work groups, right?
But then wouldn't that counteract the first choice of if it's administered centrally? If it's administered centrally,
I'm not sure, but I never really messed with work groups.
those can get, it's like a maze down there in the ADS.
Computer in the work.
Someone saying security policy being centralized is a domain controller, not. They don't think it's answer number 1. What do you guys think?
For security, it's 1 or 6 is what, like Kevin Diaz was referring to, 1 or 6. We got to decide between those two.
I don't think it's 1. I think this is probably like a domain controller, like someone said in chat.
Yeah,
So
because if you think about it, how do you manage security policies and stuff with GPOs, right? So like, does that work? I don't think that works across work group.
Yeah.
I know file permissions you can manage, like sharing. That you can manage like centrally, and it'll across a work group.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That could be an exception too.
Which one?
For security policies.
Yeah, but it's saying though, security policies, permissions in work groups are administered centrally. So you got to go down to every single computer and do each one individually. So that would be, so that means centrally, like to the computer itself, because these work groups, you got to go down to every single computer. You just can't do it from one console, and it won't like stretch out. So I think I would say 1, but I could be wrong in that. But and then the second one here, because work groups. So
I like that logic.
Would be different computers. If you have 5 computers in your home, you got to sit down at each one and go, okay, block this, block this, block this. You just can't go block one and all of them are going to do it. It just doesn't work that way. So I think because it has the S on the end of it, work groups would be different computers. And then logging into essentially computer work requires that. This one, number 2, is definitely a domain computer account. Work groups typically consist of 1 or more. Work groups typically consist of more than 20. See, I think there's a cap on work groups. I thought there was a cap. I thought I read that somewhere a long time ago. I mean, I haven't worked groups in years, but
Someone said 1, 5, and 6. Someone said 1, 2, and 5.
there's no limit on the number of houses become a part.
Someone said 1, 3, and 5.
If we're going with 1, it can't be 6. So then 1 and 5 would be 2 of the choices. And then Kevin, you mentioned 3 was like blatantly wrong, or like it doesn't.
There is a limit. I think.
Are
there's
there?
a limit.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't know if it's 20. There is a limit though. Steven is right.
Can we all define what centrally means? Centrally means by one place, right? If I'm sitting in my home, is that centrally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It means that like from one console you can
One console,
manage
right?
everything. So like server manager would be centrally because it's
Okay.
from one place.
Someone said three might be wrong. Someone said 3.
Groups are
Someone else said 3 is wrong. Some say 3 is right. I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute then. What is wrong?
Eddie said Eddie's here. Eddie said the limit is 20 for work groups.
I don't know. I'm gonna be on standby with this.
It's administered centrally. Oh wait, so it's not 1. It's going to be the last one. Because if it's centrally,
exactly.
we're talking about one place. If I'm sitting down here, I can do it all the work groups in my house.
Eddie
This is
said
the last one.
Eddie said
Yeah,
1,
exactly.
3, and 6.
The way I think of central is like, for instance, this Zoom meeting is managed by Kevin. He's the owner, so he can change settings centrally from his location towards out all his viewers. Just like that, in a work group, you have a location that provides policy and permission to the work group.
Centrally.
That's what I think of central. Yes.
One
person.
This answer is right. Logging into a computer in a work group requires an account. That answer is right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Work group typically consists of no more than 20 computers. I think that answer might be right too. Then I'm like stuck on this, like A or D. I'm stuck, or A or 6 or 1.
I'm sticking to 6.
I think it's just let's flip a coin.
I like the last one. Yeah, the first one I don't think is right. If we're talking centrally, then yes, I was wrong on that.
Logging to any computer in a work group requires an account on that computer. That's so right, because you need to have an account to use a work group.
You do, yeah. You got to sit down and freaking log in. You got to
create an account and everything.
Just to share a file over or anything. Yeah, it's just work groups
I'm gonna leave it like this. Let's see what happens. I probably get it wrong, but whatever. We'll leave it like that because we're overthinking it too much. So, next question. Just let it catch up. And if we get it wrong, it's totally fine. You know, we'll figure out why it's wrong. But
well, if we get this one wrong, we should all become like florists, since it's Windows domains there.
Hey, the next evolutionary step is cook.
Oh my God.
There you go.
All right. Which of the following statements apply to Windows domain? Select 3. Logging into any computer on a Windows domain requires a single set of credentials. Security policies and permissions on Windows domain are administered centrally. Oh, here we go. Windows domains are based on peer-to-peer network agriculture. Each computer on the Windows domain has its own security policy. Windows domains are based on client-server network agriculture. All members of Windows domain must be on the same local network or subnet. Select 3. I feel like it's 2. I think 2 is 1.
And 1. I'm going to say 1, 2, and 4.
Each computer on the domain has its own security policy.
1, 2, and 4.
5.
Someone was mentioning in the last question about a domain controller. Maybe this time it could be option 2.
1, 2, and 5. Chat is saying 1, 2, and 5. Someone else is saying 1, 2, and 5. Chat is saying 1, 2, and 5. Windows domain are based on peer-to-peer. No, that's definitely
absolutely not.
Each computer on Windows domain has its own security policy. Yes and no, but I don't think that's the answer they're looking for. All members of Windows domain must be part of the same local network or something.
Think about that for a minute, Kev, about its own security policy. I mean, my computer can be wide open. Yours could be locked down like freaking Fort Knox.
Yeah, but we already said that security policies are managed centrally. So that's like the counter answer to that. Because if you notice, each answer has like a counter answer of what it's not.
Yeah. So usually you go based on, because we went to the other one before. So I think it's the opposite of whatever we answered before for the other one as a work group.
Yeah.
I'm going based on that. So
I'm going with the Comptia strategy, Stephen.
Yeah, I'm going to Comptia. Yeah, I think that's the answers. Here we go again with these annoying operating system questions. Let's wait for it to catch up. Just give it a second. All right. Which of the following sources allow for obtaining, installing, and updating device drivers used by Microsoft Windows OS? Select 2 answers. Windows Update, Computer Management, Device Manufacturer, Task Manager, system configuration, updating device drivers.
One and two.
1 and 2.
That's what I'm saying. So it wouldn't be device manufacturer. That'd be going outside the operating system. Task manager, you can't do it. And system configuration, no, I don't think you can. No.
So
Well,
you would go. No, sorry. That someone said 1 and 5. Really? You're gonna go to task manager to update a driver?
Device manufacturer, though, let's say if you have like, let's go back to the GPU example. Let's say you have an NVIDIA GPU.
Yeah.
You're getting the driver from NVIDIA's website, not necessarily from within Windows, the Windows operating system. 'Cause it says used by, not that are part of Microsoft Windows.
I mean, if it said device manager, I would say yes, but it's not device manager. It's device manufacturer. System configuration, that wouldn't be it either. So
When I think of device manufacturer, I think of the manufacturer of the company. Maybe he's asking for the manufacturer of Windows. You don't know.
I would definitely eliminate D and E because they're not pertinent at all.
Yeah, they're not relevant.
So these are not relevant. Computer management, like, would you go to computer management and update the drivers? I mean,
No.
you can do that, by the way.
Or
You can do it in computer management. So this answer, but this is Comptia, so they want a certain answer. So I don't think that's the answer for this one.
The other thing is it says allow for obtaining, and you can't obtain drivers through device computer management.
So I think it's 1 and 3.
You can, however, obtain it through like the device manufacturer's website.
And then you tell it to open to that and install the driver.
Kevin, I think also computer management, you can't install the driver, right? You can just obtain and view it,
No,
or obtain and update it, right?
You could install a driver. You can.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that.
You can install it, but like you can't download it from there. I mean, you can, but it never works.
Yeah, so if you go here, say for example, I'm gonna show you something real cool right now. People may know, may not know. So basically, you go in here, see where it says update driver. So when you do properties right over here, you could update driver details, and stuff like that.
So, but it doesn't say you can install it. It just says you can uninstall.
Look, I'm gonna show you something right now.
You can install it. That's how you should know how to do this, by the way. This is sometimes you have to do this.
Add legacy hardware.
Okay.
I have CD. Do you have the hardware installation CD for this? Yes, I do. And then you search for it, and you hit next. You pick the camera, for example, and you hit next, and you hit have disk. So if you have the
Insert
CD,
the disc.
You have the CD. You download it from the manufacturer. You open it in here. You select the CD. You hit OK, and then you install it, and you hit next.
Okay.
So you could actually do it. Okay. You could actually do it from here, but that's not the answer that they want, you know?
Or
you would use the manufacturer first and then go into management.
Yeah. So you gotta go. You gotta go to the website and download it. And you go into this, and then actually there's a process from step A to Z. You know, you just don't go into here and try to do it. It's not gonna let you do it unless you download the driver for it. So I think
theoretically the answer would be A, B, and C, but for this exam it would just be 1 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can download drivers. When you hit update driver, it gives you 2 options. You can do what you could select the file like what Kevin was doing after you hit update driver, or you can search the internet for the driver, but that never works.
And that's the same.
I have an HP PC that like its audio always is crappy and cuts out whenever I just plug in a Apple headset, and like even touch compliant touchpads and the touch screen on like one of those new HP laptops, even those, like, you have to update the drivers constantly because like it glitches out or the audio just doesn't work anymore.
That's the same thing with adding a printer. So you sometimes you have to go to the manufacturer, right? Okay. And then you go to add a printer, like I'm doing right now, and then you go to the website, HP, Dell, or whatever, and you download the drivers, right? You go into add it. So let's say, for example, it's a local printer like USB. Sometimes it doesn't find the drivers. I do this all the time in my job, and you hit next. And then you create a port for it. So you have your port for it, and then you hit LPT1 port or you want to create a new port, whatever you want to call it. You put TCP/IP, and then you hit next. And then here is where you go to the manufacturer and you hit Hive Disk, you hit OK, you hit next, and you install the driver for the printer. So sometimes that does happen. You have to manually go into the website, grab the CD, go here, tell it where to go, and then hit OK, and then install the HP printer, if that makes sense. So it does happen.
Why do you have a floppy?
Yeah. Yeah, floppy. Yeah, so it's basically what it is. Like, this is something else you would, yeah, someone has a printer on. This is not my printer, by the way, so I have no idea who has a printer on. I could literally click on that and add it for some reason. I'm not sure who has Discovery on for some reason.
That's your neighbor's printer, probably.
Yeah, it's probably my neighbor's, but that's not my printer, so I don't know where that came from. But
yeah, printers are really unsecure sometimes. You got to be careful with them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I don't know. That's not my printer. I have a Lexmark printer.
Did I ever tell you guys about there was a military base since I'm in Texas, there was a cyber attack that was carried out in which they accessed all file systems and databases of the military medical center through their network printers.
I believe it.
Just printers.
Yeah, I believe that.
You can hack printers. HP is actually pretty good at protecting themselves from that and releasing updates. But if your firmware is not up to date, you're not patched, and you have everything open to the world, you risk it because of it.
So my experience with HP is kind of cool because I add these printers, right, for someone locally, and it asks for a number, and the number shows up on the printer itself, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you have to put that number when you're adding the printer, and then you add it and confirm it. So that you actually have to physically go into the printer, grab the number that it gives you an auto-generated number every 30 seconds, and then you put that number in, and then you're able to add the printer. So I had to do that for somebody. So
the big danger of it is not so much like the printer. Obviously, you're gonna waste all your ink or whatever, your paper. But if you get into the printer and that printer's connected to the network, now I could go from the printer to your home computers and to your internal network stuff that you may have had behind your router's firewall or whatever. That's the real danger of it.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Factory recovery, partition, and recovery disk are two examples of storage media that could be used for rolling back an OS to its original state. True or false?
True.
True. True, right, guys? Come on now. This is like the giveaway, right? It's true, right? Ooh, look at this. Now we have actual hands-on training. Look at this.
Yeah, boy.
The drop down.
This is all yours.
Simulations. Ooh. This is what the other thing that some people have been asking me for simulations. I'll start making more videos on that.
Yeah, I think this is what WP and I were trying to petition for.
Oh man. Oh boy. Here we go. All right.
Oh, it's hard to find them online.
Yeah, well, this has simulations. I'm happy for that. It's going to be fun. All right. Switching from Windows 7 to Windows 10 Home Edition can be performed either via an upgrade or a clean install. Match each Windows 7 edition on the left with the correct upgrade option from the corresponding drop list below. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Windows 7 starter. Upgrade or install? 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 Wow. That's crazy.
Who actually memorizes this stuff? I know there's somebody out there who knows this stuff by heart.
This is crazy. So it's a switching Windows 7 Home Edition. Match each Windows 7 edition on the left with the correct upgrade option. So
I'm going to say Windows 7 is going to be an install because starter. Because starter doesn't have almost anything. It's very basic.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
It has it.
I think you could upgrade Home Basic. I could be wrong.
Ultimate is upgrade 100% because I did it before.
Yeah, and you could upgrade Professional too. You could upgrade Ultimate as well. This is a tough one. Enterprise. I think you could upgrade that too, actually.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
The Home Premium, you could upgrade it to Professional to Pro, I think, right?
Yeah, Enterprise, I just remembered. They gave us a disk image to upgrade our enterprise to like they gave us like an image, a clean image, and then they gave us an upgrade disk. I remember now.
I'm stuck on this one, so I'm not sure if you could upgrade this or install that only. I think you could just install it only. This is basic, home basic. So I'm stuck on this one. I could be wrong. So someone said install, upgrade, upgrade. Switching from Windows 7 to Windows 10 Home Edition could be performed either on an upgrade or clean install. Windows 7 Edition on the left with the correct upgrade options.
And I think when you had Windows 7 Ultimate, you got Windows 10 Pro. I don't remember. I think I did get it.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you could do that. You could upgrade it to whatever you want. But this is actually a hard question. I'll leave it to Steven to answer. Steven's the man, and Steven has the red carpet. I'll leave it open for him.
I have no freaking clue. This is hard. Starter would probably be the install, right? Because it's a starter edition. Home basic.
I think it doesn't. I think it's limited. It's basic.
Well, yeah, but
I know when they were giving away the free Windows 10, they wanted everybody to install it. So everybody was getting the little thing to upgrade.
Install it, yeah, upgrade
so
it.
I don't know if the home basic also had it. I didn't remember that was basic and premium. I forgot about that.
Premium has it. Professional has it. Enterprise. Someone said that Enterprise. You cannot upgrade Enterprise. Someone said that Windows 7 Enterprise cannot be upgraded.
Because I had Windows 7 Home Edition, and now I have Windows 10 Home Edition, and I was upgraded. So was that Windows 7 Basic the same thing as it's Windows Home? Are they saying that? Or
I don't know. I'd say we
basic
leave it as is and see what
Home
happens.
basic and home premium. What do you get with the Windows 7 Ultimate?
It's just cool. No, you get some extra features and stuff.
You get to start hacking on Windows 7.
Probably got, Mr. Bill Gates' phone number or something like that.
You get some upgraded access to certain things.
Revenue.
Like Windows 10, for example, you can't even install Hyper-V on home.
It's saying that you can't upgrade it. You cannot upgrade an Enterprise. You can only install it. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I'm thinking about what I have on my USB at home. I'm not sure. I mean, at work, sorry.
I'm gonna go install. Could be wrong. I'm gonna go install. Oh, come on. Questions. All right.
Oh, so then we got the other one probably wrong.
Let's see. 7 Windows to Windows 10 Home Edition.
Yeah, because if it's home, then Ultimate, I think, goes to Pro automatically. And then Pro has to go to Pro, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be install.
Install. Going back. Install.
I think these are upgrade, right? I guess, or something.
No, I don't think you can upgrade this one. I think you could. Home basic.
Yeah.
Enterprise, just install only. Ultimate, install only. Install, upgrade, install. That's what I think. I might be wrong.
No, I think that's correct. Yeah, it looks.
It's a home edition. You cannot
home basic. I forgot there was a home basic and a home premium. What's even the difference?
I'm gonna leave it at this. I'm gonna leave it like this. All right. Let's wait for it to catch up. I'm gonna leave it at that and see what happens. Now this is different. This is Pro Edition, so it's different. All right. Which of the following are the upgrade options for switching from Windows 7 to Windows 10 Pro Edition? Match each Windows 7 edition on the left with the correct. Okay, so this is Pro now, right? Starter, you can't do that. I think this is install. Same thing, home basic. I think this is install. Premium. Can you upgrade premium to pro? Definitely, you could upgrade. I think this is just install. I think you could upgrade. And home premium, I think
it's install.
I think it's install. I'm not sure.
No, it has to because it's home still. Even though it's premium, it's still home.
Can you update home premium to pro? Someone said, "Oh, upgrade." Someone said, "Install, install, install, upgrade, install, upgrade." Why would I have as the answer? Yeah, that makes sense. Install, install. You cannot upgrade Windows 7 Starter to Pro. I have never seen that before. That's my experience. You can't do that. Someone said Enterprise goes to Pro. Yeah, this is a Pro version now. The other one was Home Edition, Kevin.
Yeah. I think this one's was fine, but I think Windows 7 Enterprise does upgrade. I think I remember getting a USB image for that, but I may be wrong.
I think Enterprise does upgrade. You think you need a special license for that or something? I'm gonna leave it at this. Oh, come on, here we go
The
again.
thing is that Windows changed it over to like the Windows 10. It's the LTSC and LTSB lines. That's for the Enterprise edition, so it's different.
These simulation questions are hard. I don't know my operating systems like that. This is Windows 7, it's just I don't use 7 as much as before. I use Pro for 7, but that's about it.
You shouldn't be using Windows 7 anymore.
This is too advanced in technology for me. I can't do Windows 7. Sorry, you guys.
All right.
Yeah, you can. They'll never say that.
The technology is too advanced.
When Windows 7 is very simple. They'll never say that in an interview.
I'm just kidding.
Next question. What are the upgrade options for switching from Windows 7 to Windows 10 Enterprise Edition? You got to select the ones. Again, Starter, you can't do that. I think it's install. Enterprise, right? I think it's just install. Premium, I think can you make this Enterprise? I'm not sure.
No, I doubt it. Windows likes to keep their thing really separate from Enterprise. I think it's all install except for Windows 7.
Can you upgrade Professional to Enterprise?
That's an interesting one.
This makes sense. Upgrade from 7 to 10 Enterprise. That makes total sense. Ultimate and Professional.
I mean, Ultimate, I think can install everything, but I don't think it gives you the choice. When I upgraded from Windows 7 to Windows 10, it never asked me like, "Do you want this or that?" I don't think.
Can you update Professional to Enterprise?
Are they the same price?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with install for this one, and I'm gonna go with upgrade for this one. Upgrade. I don't know if this could. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it to install. I'm gonna go with this one only. I think this might be the right answers. I might be wrong, but we'll see. Oh my god, more drop downs. Jeez. Oh, that's what he wanted, right? More simulations.
Are these questions new, or did we never do?
No, we never did these questions.
This is 10:02 now.
These are I like the questions though because they're hard. They make you think. I like that. I like having questions that make me think on my feet. All right. Switching from Windows 8.1 to Windows 10 Home Edition can be performed either with an upgrade or a clean install. Match each Windows 8.1 edition on the left with the correct upgrade option for the corresponding drop list.
I don't know anybody that actually upgraded to Windows 8.1 in a business. Everybody just stayed on Windows 7 and then upgraded to 10.
Yeah, pretty much. But you have to know this. So, Home Edition. core.
You could say maybe like some businesses that are under resourced or they don't have access to it, like regional hospitals or small businesses, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen any. Even with the hospitals, they had Windows 7, then they went to Windows 10. I don't think they even use Windows 8.
Core would be upgrade.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
core is just home.
They just go directly to 10.
Yeah,
Professional, I don't think you could put a home. I think it just goes straight to pro, and enterprise goes straight to enterprise. I don't think you could go back to
Yeah.
home with that one.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna upgrade, install. Here we go again.
8, 1.
Steve's like, God, these questions.
yeah, the questions are terrible.
It's meant to torture you, Steve.
Yeah, this is meant just memorize this once, guys, and never ever remember this again. You're never gonna need this in the real world. Good Christmas.
Yeah, we just fresh install everything. We don't really do that upgrade crap.
I know. My goodness gracious.
Unless you work for like a laptop repair store or something.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right. Which of the following are the upgrade options for switching from 8.1 to Windows 10 Pro Edition? Match each Windows 8.1 edition on the left with the correct option. So I think for core, you cannot upgrade it to Pro. I think it's just install only.
I think it's install upgrade pro.
Upgrade.
Install upgrade inside.
Install what?
What?
Upgrade Pro.
Install upgrade install?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe, yeah.
Hey, Samers is here. Cool. Now these questions are kind of hard actually. Right? So you have to memorize the operating systems.
Yes, they are very hard, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just Comptia trying to fill their test because the 1002 is only software. So much you could cover.
All right. Which upgrade options for switching? Let me wait for it to catch up.
I think we might as well stick to what we had before with the Windows 7, right?
Yeah.
Upgrade, install.
I'm waiting for it to catch up. Just give me a second. What are the upgrade options for switching from 8.1 to Windows 10 Enterprise? Enterprise, I think this is just install,
Yeah.
install, and upgrade. What do you guys
Because
think?
Enterprise has way more features and functionalities on a whole different level.
So into install, upgrade. I think that's the right answer.
Yeah.
These questions are crazy. All right, we'll see. Any more? Oh, thank God. We got out of the simulation questions.
It's something normal.
Normal questions now.
Maybe not so normal.
Maybe not
I'm
so
suddenly not busy anymore. Just kidding.
Okay, so I already right away I already know what I already know one answer here from the selected two options. Let me read the question. Which of the following Windows command prompt commands can be used to list all directory files and subdirectories contained in a current directory? Select two answers. So if you guys watch my YouTube videos, you know I've gone over this before. I don't know if you guys seen this before. I made a video on me going over dir. I don't know if you've seen this before. So I have a video on this, by the way. So dir slash question mark, dir the asterisk, dir slash all, dir slash list. So my experience.
I didn't watch your video. I'm gonna say dir and dir asterisk. I think that's what it's
Yeah.
wild card or something like that. Asterisk dot asterisk. That's
The question mark is just kind of just like a manual or a help page.
Yeah.
Yeah, so dir slash question mark, it's the help menu. So it won't be that one. Dir does do stuff on your computer. That's a real command. Dir slash all.
Yeah.
Dir slash list.
Wait.
I think this is like list stuff, but now doesn't show all the directories. It's just listing a bunch of stuff.
I feel like it would be dir slash all. I don't think it would be the one with a star and asterisk.
You guys want to find out? Let's find out. So dir tells you everything. List of directories. dir.
I don't think it's any of these except for potentially star.star, but
Mm-mm.
Doesn't do anything.
even then, because it doesn't show the hidden files or anything.
dir. Was it asterisk?
Asterisk?
Yeah, star.star. That's a wildcard. Yeah, what Steven said.
Ooh.
Oh.
But that's still the same thing as dir. Like run dir regularly, same thing.
dir/all.
Oh, so we're all right.
dir/list.
Oh wait, no, we're not all right.
dir/a is a bit more. Run that. That should be all the files.
That.
Yeah, try that.
That'd be
Yeah,
all, no?
that's everything.
So what do you guys think? We just went over all the different commands. What do you guys
You
think?
see how up here in /all, like and this one, like there's stuff missing, like the app data and stuff.
You're talking about the star.star?
All of them that are all of the answers.
It says, which of the following Windows commands could be used to list all directory files and subdirectories contained in the current directory?
Oh.
Subdirectories too?
Yes, it says subdirectories contain.
Can you?
That's all directory files and subdirectories. Someone said 1 and 5. Someone said 1 and 3.
You know, with Kevin's command prompt there, I'm correct me if I'm wrong, Kevin, but we're looking at junction points there. Those junction points, basically with Windows 10, for backwards compatibility with like Windows XP and stuff like that, Microsoft still builds them. They're also called symbolic links as well, for backwards compatibility, so you guys can all play your old Windows XP games. When you guys load them up, they will load them up thinking that it's loading on a Windows XP machine. It really isn't, but those are the directories where the application would load the files to, and they're called either junction points or called symbolic links. And if you look at them, we got net neighborhood, which is an old one, right? I'll go back to that junction point. You got, you know, if you look at them and you look at Windows XP, the actual file structure, you can see some of the actual things in there. I believe because it says junction, they used to be called junction points and then symbolic links. It's kind of like the same thing, but Windows puts them in there for backwards compatibility, so people can still run all the games they bought back in the day.
Yeah, none of these commands list subdirectories. That's what's bothering me about this. And none of them list all the files, except for the one that I said that's not even on the list.
So what are you guys saying? Is it dir and dir the asterisk?
What does list do? Anything? No.
It says files and directories.
Not
yeah, but it doesn't list the subdirectories.
Yeah, the other ones don't do that either, though. That's the problem.
None of them do.
Any question mark at all? Which one does it?
Question mark is help.
I know, but does it say by subdirectories?
Yeah, you got to recursively search with R.
Hidden files.
I think it's A and I think it's 1 and 3. I'm gonna leave it at 1 and 3 because the question is really weird, but I think it's 1 and 3. 2 is like for help.
Well, I think we're all gonna have to watch Kevtech's video and find out.
I have a video on this though. So. All right, go to the next one.
Oh, okay, easier then.
Finally, some normal questions. Wait for it to catch up. Let's give it a second. All right. Which of the command line commands list below is used for directory transversal? CD, dir, ps, dig, din, dig.
What does the word mean, traversal?
Dig. I've showed this before on stream when I was doing the DNS video.
She says dig.
Oh yeah, you did.
No. That's for DNS. That's what I showed it on the stream that I was explaining DNS.
Yeah, it's not dig. I was like, wait, what? You said dig.
Yeah, it's a Linux command.
Wait, I don't know what the last word is in that question.
Traversal.
What does that
I don't know
mean
what that
in English?
means.
It means to move between the things. Traverse.
Oh, to move between? Then no, it's not dir.
There's only one there that it's abbreviated.
It's CD.
CD just lists the current directory, right?
No.
Oh, it's not.
No, because you can
CD
move
stands
between.
for change directory.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, okay. I see.
Change directory.
Yeah, do dir and then you'll see a folder and then you can CD into that whatever that folder is.
Mhm.
So CD desktop, I guess you could do it from here.
Yeah, it's CD. It's definitely not dir. What is PS?
Listing processes. I don't know if
Definitely
that's
not big.
I don't know if PS is on Windows, but on Linux it lists processes, like Task Manager almost.
So I have a video on CD. I done a video of me copying a file and executing a file on CD. By the way, I have a video on this. So I'm gonna go with CD. Go to the next question. Let's give it a second. Let it catch up. All right. Which parameter of the CD command in Windows moves the command line prompt one folder up in the directory tree, sets the prompt at the parent folder of the current folder. CD/, CD/up, CD/plus, CD dot.
Dot, I think.
CD dot dot.
And Kevin, can you do dir again and then show the like scroll up to the top of the command of the output? Like go up to where you wrote. Yeah, right there. So notice there's something there. See, it's not a file, but it looks like it. But it's there just so that you can actually do this command.
You guys think it's CD dot dot?
Yeah.
What's CD plus? Is that even a command?
I don't think so.
What about CD/up? What is that?
I don't think so.
CD/ goes to root. CD plus doesn't exist.
And by the way, in that same, you always used to saw one dot in that dir command. That one dot, that means current directory. One dot means where you are right now. Two dots means the previous thing. So that you can also refer to things by going back. So dot backslash, and then back to the previous folder, and then you can you can go from within that folder and try go into another folder within that previous parent folder. So you go backwards and then back into another folder all in one command.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with CD dot. Now here it gets a little more interesting. It's changing the root directory.
Yeah, CD backslash goes all the way to C colon, like the base root.
Go to the next question. Which of the following commands in Windows command prompt changes the current directory to the root directory? CD/dir/root, CD dot CHDIR/R.
Isn't it CD backslash?
Yeah.
Yep, we just talked about it in the previous one.
Oh, it's saying dot dot, but oh
No. I when I was going down the answer choice.
it is CD that it is CD backslash.
So CD/backslash.
Yes, it's gonna take right. It's gonna take it right back up to the root.
What is dir/root?
Sounds like some Unix command or something.
We just went over CD dot. It's definitely not that one.
That dir command doesn't exist.
It's meant to confuse everyone, right? Everyone's saying A 1111. Okay, I'm gonna go with A. All right. Go to the next question. Oh, that's everything. This is high. This is a question for Haifa right here. Haifa. Hey, it's a HEPA question.
I heard my name.
What is the name of? Let me let it catch up on YouTube. Give me a second. All right. What is the name of an Microsoft Windows command line utility that can be used to display TCP/IP configuration settings? ifconfig, netuse, ipconfig, netstat.
ipconfig. Really, Kevin, you're going to save the really easy questions for me?
So why wouldn't it be ifconfig?
Because that's for Linux.
And what does a use command do, Heifa?
You stop talking to me.
That's not fair. That's not cool.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Netuse. Can you give me? I forgot.
When you want to see something shared, if you're going to share with me a cookie.
The amount of times I run ifconfig instead of ipconfig is incredible.
I can't believe you're still saying ifconfig. I thought we talked about this.
Yes, I will say ipconfig. ipconfig is too much work.
If you config that. So where does the IFs come from, Kev? Does that stand for anything or just
interface? Interface.
Oh, interface. Tricky.
You call them IP, man.
If I got some new sneakers, you want to show them off for everybody in the world? Ooh, that you can run fast nose now, huh? Woo!
Run hella fast.
Yeah, so it's gonna be ipconfig. Come on, guys.
What can you guys? What's netstat for?
Net use command. It shows all.
Yeah, I can't remember what it does.
Okay. You have drives. If you have like A, B, C, D, and E, you can.
I made a video on that. Come on, guys. I went over.
No, I know what it is, but like I have to look at my notes and cheat.
You're cheating.
What's netstat, guys?
That were statistics.
What can you use netstat for? I mean,
network statistics. Someone said in chat box. It's to check current connections.
Good.
Yep. Good job.
Call local foreign address. Tell you if you're established or not established.
There's another question for you. Heifa.
She's too busy with her shoes. Which of the answers?
I got myself a birthday gift. This is only a quarter of it.
All right, to catch up to
it's called retail therapy.
It's all right. No worries. Which of the answers listed below refers to an ipconfig command parameter used for displaying the full TCP/IP configuration information for all adapters?
If you don't know this one, there's a big problem.
We are all in trouble if we don't know this one. Right?
I think it's minus A, guys. What do you guys think?
No.
Nope.
It's slash off.
Doesn't minus A display everything?
What did Heifa say? Slash A?
Slash all.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I do want to ask about that stupid K drive. Kevin, I'm actually a little bit offended. Can I tell you why while YouTube catches up? I can't believe you thought you had to tell me what a file extension was. You good?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a pro, but like, I'm also not there.
Yeah, some people don't know what that is. I'd be surprised.
And then when she asked me like, oh, can you give me like 3 examples for an image file? I was like, does she mean like imaging a computer or does she mean an actual image? Like that's the stupidest question you could ever ask someone. But I do want to figure out what a K drive is. Like really, you're going to ask me what JPEG, PNG, and GIF are? Like, come on, man. Like,
Did you get it right though, or?
Of course I did.
Okay, no, because I know you were confused.
The second round.
So you did ask her. You asked her like a follow up. Like, what do you mean?
No, I said no. I was like, I had just woken up, so I was like, let's just go back to that question because I was trying to understand what the hell she was talking. And then she was like, oh, can you give me the second question was, can you give me an example for an extension, a file extension? So I was like, oh yeah, so like whatever would be this. .exe and then and I give her like exactly what like .exe was, and then I was like, and an image file would be, because I wanted to test her, so I was like, yeah, and an image file would be like .jpg, and then she was like, oh well, you answered then later when she went back to that question, she's like, "Oh, well, you already gave me one." I was like, "Perfect. That's what I was trying to do." I was trying to like.
Yeah, don't be afraid to ask to clarification.
It's another question for her right here. Look, which IP config reader allows to view the physical address of a network interface card? A NIC minus S srcaddr/all minus I address ETH underscore ADDR.
Oh, I don't know this one.
It's got to be all.
You
I
didn't know
mean-
this
So
one.
under slash.
Unless I don't know that.
Is it really all?
Better be all.
It's gonna be minus I address. Come on, guys. What are you guys doing?
No, I meant like, is it that simple?
Yeah, don't overthink it. Physical address. You've seen that before. What's another word for physical address?
48-bit. Oh.
MAC address.
The MAC address?
Exactly.
It's
And when you do /all, you get all that information.
I don't do Windows, Kevin.
Oh, okay.
I don't do Macintosh. Why would I want the MAC address? No, I'm just messing with you.
Good one. I like that one.
Equivalent in Linux, Kev, for this all command.
There's many equivalents, but ifconfig, obviously, there's something with that. I don't really use ifconfig. The new command that's modern is IP. So you can do IP adder show, or I just do IPA for short, and it shows everything.
Oh, okay.
All right, you guys are ready to see how many we got wrong?
This is gonna be bad.
It's gonna be very bad.
Yeah, we got the birth code right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kev was right on that.
We get anything wrong, I'm gonna walk away. It's okay. It's all good. We'll blame Haifa for anything. So it's okay. I'm good. Because she's eating, so we'll blame her. Anything.
I will put up a fight.
Question number 1, a Linux distribution. That makes sense. Question number 2, HFS. That makes sense. 3, RAM, paging file, virtual memory, swiping partition.
Oh, good job.
Makes sense. How you doing? Just Ed. How you doing? So man. Quick formatting, does not erase.
Ooh,
Does not check the drive for bad sectors. Requires less time to format. Remember this one?
Yeah.
Checks the drive for bad sectors. So full format.
Yeah, that's right.
Interesting.
Someone said that in the
Learn
chat.
something new.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it takes so damn long.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's just doing that extra step.
Someone said Windows 7, Windows 10, the upgrade ones, the simulation ones. We got that wrong. Watch. You probably got all those wrong. I think he's right. That's the device drivers. This is right. Enable interaction between operating systems. True device detection. Require loading process third party. Yeah, that makes sense. We got this right. Look at this. 3 methods of base computer networks. Base computers network must be part of a workgroup or a domain. Windows part of a computer workspace network is part of it, usually part of a domain. Windows based on computer network is usually part of a workgroup. And we got this one right. Look at that.
We're pros already.
If that logging into any computer workgroup requires an account, each computer and security policy. Look at this. We got this one right too. Oh my goodness. Logging into any computer requires a single set of credentials.
This was a Flores question.
Flores question. Windows domains, client server network.
Okay. Another one right below too. What the heck?
And we got this one right too. Look, device manufacturer. So it wasn't computer management because someone said computer management. Steven. Nah, let me stop.
No, I didn't. I didn't say computer management. Did I? I don't think so. Maybe.
Windows update, the device manufacturer.
Device manufacturer. Wait, device manufacturer.
Yeah, it's a company. It's a company. The owner, the Windows itself. It's the manufacturer.
Whoever made the device, whatever you're installing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Factory recovery. So get that one true.
Oh, we got something wrong. I'm scrolling down. I'm scared. Look at that. It looks like we got something wrong.
Yeah, I think computer management uses the manufacturer. To find the device.
Yeah, so if you have like one of those like Dell laptops or HP or Asus or Lenovo or whatever, Usually it has a recovery drive on it. Like when you buy one for home, it has a recovery. Like this is like a recovery drive.
Do you actually remember back in the day where you could go online? This was when they stopped handing out the discs. You could go online and order a operating system recovery disk from the manufacturer.
The manufacturer and they give you one. Yes.
Yeah, remember that back in the day, but they don't like do that anymore. I don't think. I think they stopped that.
Because computers are what's it called? I don't know what's the word. Ephemeral. You just use them, buy a new one. You know. There's no repairing anymore. Nobody cares about repairing anymore.
But that probably costs the companies a lot of money to have all those discs on hand for everybody. It probably that probably has some cost.
I am scared to scroll down right now. I'm telling you right now, I'm scared. Let's see what happens.
It's all about the thing. Nobody wants to fix anymore, Steven.
Here we go.
Answer this question. Incorrect. You could upgrade. Upgrade was the answer.
You can upgrade start. That's interesting.
Oh God, here we go again. Wrong.
Oh my God.
Upgrade.
Wait, how can you upgrade to Pro?
No, this is Pro Edition 10. Yeah, apparently it does that.
From starter? Wow, that's...
Yeah. All right, I'm scared to go down again. Here we go. Wrong.
Well, I got one wrong.
Upgrade. Upgrade options for this one. Windows 7 to Windows 10, Windows 7 to Windows 10 Enterprise. So you could go on Professional and apparently upgrade it over to Windows 10 Enterprise. That's interesting.
I don't think I've ever done an upgrade aside from my home computer when Windows 10 came out.
Yeah.
Because they were going to do the free thing. Which I think that's still going, right? Like I think like they stopped it, but it still works.
Yeah, you could do that.
I think so, yes. Yeah.
Oh,
like they said they stopped it, but it still works.
Right. Wow.
All right. Huh.
Upgrades from Windows
8.1 to Windows 10 Home Edition can perform either upgrade or clean install. Mentioning. All right. I'm scared to scroll down, but I'm gonna scroll down. I'm scared to scroll down.
Wrong answer. Questions is incorrect.
This one got wrong. So which of the following are upgrade options for switching from Windows 8.1 to Windows 10 Pro? Apparently you could upgrade Core to Pro.
Yeah, if we got the Windows 7 one right with the upgrade for home and starter, then this one would have been correct. But the thing, once you got these questions are all chained together, so you don't want to like contradict yourself. So you just go using your old answers and then go forward with that. So once you get one, you get all of them wrong.
We got this one wrong too. Apparently you could upgrade Professional to Windows 10 Enterprise. So once you get the other ones wrong, you know you're gonna get the other ones wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, unfortunately, we got that one right. DIR and DIR, but this doesn't. I hate this answer because this does not bring the subdirectories. It doesn't do that. So this answer is, I don't know about this answer.
I think it's just a wording too, because they probably mean subdirectories as in the direct subdirectories to the folder you're currently in, but that's not a good. I don't know. It's unclear.
Yeah, I don't like the answer. It's just like I don't know about that answer.
And none of them show all the files. Only the one that I said, the /a, shows all the files because like the hidden files aren't shown.
We just ran the commands literally, and it doesn't do that. So it's just.
Good job, Steven.
Oh, thanks.
Which of the following command lines listed below is used for directory CD? Yeah, that makes sense. CD.
Yeah, by the way, dig is like NS lookup. If you use that.
I honestly thought it was the trio from Pokemon, and you're running a dig attack. But that's just me, you know.
Yeah.
That's just me. I could be wrong. CD/. That's right.
//
Command of the Microsoft Windows Utilities, display, IP config. You get this one wrong, you should probably network IT. I mean, if you're still learning, that's fine. But if you don't know how to do IP config, you know, that's a fundamental for help desk or IT support or PC technician. Anything that's level 1, you need to know IP config. Just letting you know.
I literally had to use it the other day because I was testing to see if the Ethernet ports in the walls were on. and the Windows icon that shows the Ethernet icon, it wasn't changing over. I was like, oh, this should work. So then I went into config, and then I saw that it had the DHCP had assigned an address to it on the wired interface, but it didn't show it on the Windows. So like, even just for something as basic as that, you can't always rely on Windows behavior.
So if you're level 1, you will use ipconfig/o, and you will use ping, ping. So those are the 3 commands. Even I use that. Like I do more than level 1. So I always use ping, whether it's trying to ping a server, ping a computer to see if it's online, or ping your own desktop. You could use ping to ping a share file or a share drive with the IP address. I don't know if you know if you could do that actually. You do a bunch of different things with ping. So ping is always important. You could do ping -t as well. So the /-t, like not a slash, ping -t, and it keeps going over and over again. I went over this with Heifa. I don't know if you remember Heifa with ping -t, and it keeps pinging that IP address over and over again, and then you can just get out of it once you're done.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the common commands you will see in level 1: ipconfig, ipconfig/all, ipconfig/release, renew, ipconfig flush DNS. You should know all those commands if you're working level 1. It's really important. Ping.
And it's not complicated. And if anything, you can keep a list or a cheat sheet or something, but you'll memorize it over time as you use it. It'll just stick with you. And if you don't forget, you always have the /?/h/help or whatever. There's always something like that to get you the answer if you don't remember it. So don't think that if you can't, that's the end of the world if you can't remember it. But you should eventually remember it.
Yeah, those are like if you're working level 1, you're working level 1 in your job. Always remember you have the help option in the command line. So you want to do ipconfig /?, and it has all the commands here and what they do and how they work. So don't be afraid. Like if you don't know something, you could always run the ? and just run it that way, because sometimes you may not know the answer for something. So just with the ? It does help you, Don't be afraid to do that.
Yeah, I don't know 90% of these commands.
Yeah, you forget the commands too. Like you have to Google sometimes, or sometimes you have to write /help or /, because some of these commands you will be using them a lot in your job, and you can't remember everything. Like, nobody knows everything. So obviously, you just take your time with it, and just be familiar with the easy commands, and then the other ones you could always just ask for help or whatever, or Google it. Google's your best friend. So
the most important part of help desk isn't knowing the answer; it's knowing how to find the answer and finding it quickly.
Exactly. All right, scroll down. /all, we just talked about that. /all does show the physical address. Score ratio 80%, percentage secure 85%. Total questions 25, questions correctly answered 20. You guys.
That was a hard one.
That was a hard question. Actually, those were tough questions.
Too much thinking for a Saturday afternoon.
Can we please? Are we going to do another one? Are we going to do another one?
I'm gonna do one more, but it's gonna be less questions, like not a lot.
Can I ask a question?
I'm gonna do social engineering now. I saw that. I was like looking at it. I'm like, I want to do social engineering.
What is
Wait, can I ask a question?
Yep.
I'm being serious.
Okay.
Yes.
And no, I can't give you any feedback because when I asked for feedback, I was not given any. Does anyone know what a K drive is? Is it something that has to do with AWS?
No, I think she was just confused. I think it just meant the share drive because I looked it up and I couldn't find anything.
I couldn't find anything either. So I know it's a letter, and you can wait 1 second. Can I tell you my logic before the pros get involved? Okay, so you can assign letters to shared drives, right? That's why I assumed K drive is shared drive, but I was just confused because those are also the questions that they sent her.
No, because she's probably an HR person. So she's probably an HR person that's not tech savvy and just throwing answers at you based on what was sent to her, and that's it. She doesn't know what that is. She's just asking you a bunch of questions from a piece of paper.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
so if they ask me again about not being able to find the K drive, I'm just going to be like, okay, well, because they're gonna interview me on Monday, so I'm just gonna say, oh, I'm gonna ask them, since it's the IT director, not director, it's the IT something, and then the help desk lead or something. The first thing I'm gonna ask is, by K drive, do you mean shared drive? What if they say no?
Pretend you're
If
it's an IT person, yeah, but also pretend like it's a customer. When you get something like that, just say, right, can you clarify what you mean by that? What do you usually do on the K drive? Is it
Okay.
like, obviously you would say your answer was correct. I like your answer. That's the best answer.
My answer would be like, by the K drive, what do you mean by the K drive? Can you give me an example of someone that has access to that drive? Is that a drive that is used by the company? And that's basically what I would say. Is that a drive that's used by the company? And can you give me an example of someone that has access to that drive, so then I could map that drive for you with the same letter, the K drive?
Okay.
That's what I would say.
As an answer. Kevin, do you want me to read this really quickly? It's only 5 points, but she has interview tips because she's not from the company I'm interviewing with. She's from I don't know, like a recruiting company. But she has interview tips. Do you want me to read them, or do you want to save that for another day?
We'll save for another day. So trying to do strictly Comptia today, because people have been asking me for Comptia stuff, and try to separate them. I'm trying to avoid putting them together. So people don't like it that I mentioned LinkedIn stuff on my videos on top of Comptia. So strictly Comptia today. We'll talk about it though. So later on. All right. Question number 1. An unauthorized practice of obtaining confidential information by manipulating people into disclosing sensitive data is referred to as shoulder surfing, privilege escalation, social engineering, penetration testing.
Oh, nice. We're doing a cyber quiz.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulder surfing is when you're like looking over somebody's shoulder as they're typing their password or something.
Every time I think of shoulder surfing, I think of Pokemon Pikachu Yellow, and then you have to select a Pokemon as a water type to swim. That's just me though. I'm crazy, so just ignore what I said about that. It's not. This isn't Pokemon. I think it's social engineering. What do you guys think?
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Did someone say Pikachu?
No, I didn't say that.
Sorry, I just had lunch. Came back.
Cool. Let's wait for it to catch up. Give it a second. A fraudulent email requesting its recipient to reveal sensitive information, example, username and password, used later by an attacker for the purpose of identity theft, is an example of select 2 answers. Phishing, watering hole attack. What is that? Social engineering, bluejacking, phishing. What is watering hole attack?
Watering hole.
I forgot. I gotta give me a sec. Let me remember.
Don't they call the watering hole like where you go and like where the little container of water is?
Fishing is definitely one. It's definitely A.
I guess it's sort of like the water cooler is, and you stand around and you kind of eavesdrop.
Yeah, that's what.
As we're telling them about.
Oh yeah, maybe that.
I would also say vishing too.
I think it's social engineering, and I think it's A and 3.
It's two answers. Okay.
Yeah, because it's select 2 answers. I think it's 1 and 3.
Watering hole is like so like the wells, the water wells. How when you how let's say the entire neighborhood goes and gets, or the entire community gets water from the water well. So if you infect that water well with poison, you can kill the entire community. So if there's something that like a certain resource that company uses often, like let's say I don't know, they have some O365 server that everybody uses, and they infect that O365 server with malware, everybody in the company is going to get infected, something like that.
Is bluejacking a thing?
Bluetooth hijacking, yeah. Phishing is voicemail phishing or voice phishing. So like when you get called and when you get spam calls and stuff like that, that's phishing.
So you guys think it's 1 in 3? I'm going based. I think it's 1 in 3. You guys think?
Oh, I agree.
Sure. I know it's phishing. Second one.
Yeah, what Kevin said, it's a watering hole is a targeted attack.
So we do we do phishing all the time. Like we do fake emails all the time. By the way, in my job, like I create fake emails and email as something else, just to see if people click on it. We do that.
Oh, for training purposes?
Yes.
Yeah, to see who is more, if people are susceptible, if you need to do more training with security, because
you might need more training.
Right. Exactly. You always want to make sure. Luckily, I've been looking at my users tend to be pretty educated in the subject on their own.
Yeah, usually I do like fake emails with a weird email address that you've never seen in your life before, and I send emails that look really real, but they're not real. You know, it's just like
you gotta
no matter how small the
company.
No, you don't tell the users. No, it's sometimes even sends a response back to the inbox of the person who sent it, and then or they'll send you a like reply email. This was a phishing test email and you failed or something like that. They'll make they'll kind of like call you out on it and say, why did you click on this for blah blah. But some of them do like an auto like response, and some of them they'll get and they release a general email saying, okay, we sent an email to everybody. Half our company clicked on this email, so we need to really get up with our policies on how not to click on stuff that is not related. So that is true. I've seen that already with IBM and all that stuff. They actually do that.
I was gonna say, like telling them to just exercise common sense and educate them on like, what's right and wrong.
Common sense isn't common.
Yeah, exactly.
But there is no common sense involved. They just click. Yeah, doesn't.
Yeah, we do like Amazon. Like I send an email giving you an Amazon gift card, and it looks like me, but it's not me. And then people will try to click on it, and like, up, you fell for it.
The important part you guys have to realize is no matter how small your company is, could be 5 people, could be 10 people, don't underestimate the possibility of you being targeted. We're a small school where I work, and we've even had people pretending to be like the principal of the school or some other employee in the school, and like they spoof the email to make it look exactly the same with the same name and everything. So it doesn't matter how small you are, somebody's always looking to target a person or an organization. They take advantage of whoever they can.
That's why you look for any like executables. You look for the sender address. If you look for like if it's a .ra for like Russia or something, .ru for Russia or something, look for
but you can't rely on that. You have to look at the email headers because you could spoof that information.
That too.
Like
yeah.
I've gotten emails from myself. It's like, I hacked your email and I sent an email to yourself and it shows my email address. But when you go into the headers, you see the actual email address that it's sent from.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Well, what they do too sometimes is that you get these emails in, and they'll say, and you have to send it to a specific email box. So like a spam email box or something like that. If you send it over to that box, then the IT department or the exchange team can say, okay, we see all these emails coming in. So, and they actually know who did it and who didn't do it. So, and they actually do that too. So it's very interesting how they do that. But
all right, next question. A social engineering technique whereby attackers, under disguise of legitimate requests, attempt to gain access to confidential information they shouldn't have access to, is commonly referred to as phishing, privilege escalation, backdoor access, shoulder surfing.
We just talked about it.
What do you guys think?
And I'll say privilege escalation.
Phishing.
Yeah, good phishing.
I'm conflicted between B and C.
Backdoor access wouldn't be that. It definitely would not be that.
Think about what it actually is that those words mean, and then look back at look back at the question.
To create a rootkit and go backdoor.
But now related back, whatever you think the B and C mean, relate that back to the actual question itself, and then you'll see whether you're
I'm gonna go with A. What do you guys think?
I guess A then, I guess.
Yeah, so we're just talking about right now.
You said A, and one said C.
There's a lot of fishing in this thing going on.
Yeah, something's fishy about this. No, let me stop. Next.
There we go. Let's give it a thing.
Wait for it to catch up. Oh, I like this. I like this question too. Questions are getting a little more complicated. I like this. All right. Phishing scams targeting a specific group of people are referred to as, we just went over this, phishing, spear phishing, spoofing, whaling.
I'm going to say whaling.
All of these are real things, by the way. There's nothing here that's like a trick.
We just went over this. So A is not right. Phishing scam targeted specific people.
He says also says a group of people.
Spear
Group
fishing.
of people.
Or spear fishing.
Spoofing.
Whaling or spear fishing.
We just spoke about spoofing. Someone said it's
I think
B.
it's spear fishing.
The reason why I'm saying whaling is because when you go, don't they go whaling at a specific group of whales?
Yeah.
They harpoon them. So that's why I'm saying that. I don't know. That's my.
Whaling is usually towards like higher ups, right? Like CEOs and CTOs.
Someone said whaling is targeting the big boys,
Big boy.
like the head honchos or the important people. So it won't be that one.
But that's also a specific group of people too at the same time. So
Yeah, this is Comptia now. Come on now.
Yeah, true.
They don't want that answer.
Okay.
Maybe they'll ask this question in the next ask the question with this answer in the next one. We'll see it pop
or
up.
something like that.
Fisher's gonna pop up somewhere.
So you're saying that the spearfishing is sort of more of
there you go.
There we go.
Lower level.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. Whaling.
That's what these types of questions.
Yeah, because whale, you got to think about right, Moby Dick, right? That's what I always relate it back to. the big catch.
You like if you answer A for one of the questions, the next question is going to be the one you thought it was for the previous question.
Phishing scams targeting people holding high positions in an organization or business are known as. We just went over this, right? Whaling. It's gonna be 3. It's not gonna be the other ones. We just went over this. Someone said C. Someone said 3. Someone said 3. Yep. Someone said, "Hey, hi for a long time no see. How you doing?" In chat box.
And what's this farming thing at the bottom?
Farming.
Does anybody know what that is?
I feel like I've heard of it before.
Is that extracting resources? Kind of maliciously taking resources from someone.
It's when you read when you like somebody's going somewhere and you redirect them to another site. So like if they go to google.com, it'll redirect them to I don't know, yourmaliciousite.com.
Puppies.com or something.
Ah, okay.
Exactly.
Yourmaliciousite.com. Puppies.
It's also very common, like with the ads, right? You click on some ad, it looks like it's a perfectly fine ad, and then you get redirected to some malware site or something.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Interesting.
And also in emails too, of course.
Yeah. Ready for it to catch up. Let's see.
Is that how there's like Bitcoin scams, Kevin? Like usually that's how when you scam people with Bitcoin, they'll just redirect you to another mine or to another site where
you can redirect it to some other fake site that you own or something.
That's what all the Minecraft kids are doing nowadays.
It's gotta be.
All right. What social engineering attack relies on identity theft? Tailgating, dumpster diving, impersonation, watering hole attack.
Gotta be.
Impersonation.
It's gotta be dumpster diving.
I know.
Dumpster diving.
Definitely dumpster diving.
It's like dumpster diving. Wait, so I didn't detect the last one. Identity theft.
Someone said dumpster diving. Someone said impersonation.
The key word here is theft.
Relies. It says relies on.
Yeah.
It doesn't say which one leads to. It says relies on.
I think it's impersonation. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Yes.
I also want to let you
Dumpster
guys
diving,
know
as
there's a
Kevin
third
mentioned,
Kevin.
it leads to it since you dive and then you get the info.
And dumpster diving is legal in some places, illegal in others. So you have to look at your state and what laws.
I'm
Through
gonna
the
go in
popo, then
impersonation.
Yeah, police have free access to that. It's public.
If these are real term in social.
You'd be surprised what kind of stuff you could find in dumpsters. I mean, some people don't shred documents,
That's true. That's true. I agree with you. A situation in which an unauthorized person can view someone's display or keyboard to learn their password or other confidential information is referred to as, we just went over this. Come on, guys. Spearfishing, tailgating, shoulder surfing, spoofing.
Spoofing.
What? You
The
said
last
spoofing?
one.
Spoofing?
No.
Really?
You spoof over somebody's shoulder.
Does it say over the shoulder? Sorry, 1 second.
Can view someone's display or keyboard.
Oh, I saw. Okay, sorry. No, I misheard. Yes, shoulder surfing.
Tailgating? Sorry, you said tailgating?
Hey, who here knows what tailgating is? Somebody explain that to me.
Shoulder surfing.
it's when you root for your favorite team and the Cowboys are winning.
There
I like that answer.
You bring the pizza, the wings, and
you go.
and the beer.
There you go.
Maybe,
All right. What's the actual answer?
maybe you want to have a beer, man. I'm about to have a
Shoulder
beer after this.
surfing.
I know. Can I try it, Kevin?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's say you're walking into your building and you had your card, and all of a sudden you scan your card, open up the door, and I'm writing back. I go, Kevin, hold that door for me. Okay. And then you just fall right in and writing back. Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. So someone's following you around, and basically they're just, you scan the door, and then they go behind you and just go inside the door of the building too. They have no identification or anything. They just go right in.
And
Yeah, all you got to do is have like a bunch of stuff in your hands. Like, oh yeah, can you hold the door for me? I need to get in. I can't scan in. Oh, and just make it look like you work there. You just pretend.
Yeah, exactly.
And they'll hold it open because they want to be nice to you.
that's another thing too with doing something like that, because if you don't scan your card, when you scan your card, that registers it somewhere with security going, hey, Kevin came in this building today at 9:00 in the morning. You know what I mean? But if I come in behind him, well, then Steve never entered the building, but he was here today. Oh, well, why? Because he never scanned his card when he came in. So that's like another thing too with that. You have to be aware of when you walk into buildings that are very, very secure. They want to keep track of who's coming in and out in case something would happen. They would have some kind of manifest throughout the actual day. So
yeah, and the solution to that is a few things. You can have turnstiles with some kind of guard sitting there and making sure that everybody coming in is actually, each person is scanning in and make sure that they're coming in. There's something called a man trap, which is you have a door on one side and a door on another side, and then you let somebody in the first door, and then you observe them and then allow them into the second door after you clear them to enter the room. And then, of course, security cameras and stuff like that are also used often. Somebody monitoring them.
And every company has it where you work in a building and they have security guards and they're watching you scan your badge and you go and take the elevator. They all do that. So
especially here in New York. In New York, every building.
Mm-hmm.
I think man trap also means that like the first door has to close completely before the second door can open.
Yeah, exactly. It's a trap. You can be stuck in there if you.
Yeah, you're really pretty much screwed.
I guess like so much for holding a door open for like a woman coming into the building, huh? I guess that doesn't.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why the attack works, because that's like in human nature for us to do that, right? You want to be kind to each other.
Dead with
security.
Man traps.
All right, next question. What is tailgating? We just went over this. Acquiring unauthorized access to confidential data, looking over someone's shoulder to get information, gaining unauthorized access to restricted areas by following another person, manipulating a user to disclosing confidential information. So obviously it's C, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And if we would go through these like one at a time there, before you click acquiring unauthorized access of contents, that would be like phishing. Is that phishing right now? Is that phishing, Kevin?
What was that?
Is this first one
Acquiring
phishing?
unauthorized access to confidential.
That's more of that could be a lot of things.
Could be a lot of, that's a problem.
Because that could also be a hack, right? You hacked into the servers and you got the data or something like that.
Yeah, it'll be a bunch of things.
So this one is shoulder surfing, right? The second one.
Yes.
And then the last one.
Social engineering.
Social engineering, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And technically, all of these are partially social engineering.
Yeah, they are, some of these. Oh, there's a long questions and answer one. Just give me a second. Let it catch up.
True.
And for those of you guys that don't know, in the chat, this is a job. Doing these things, tailgating, doing impersonation attacks, stuff like that. There's companies that will hire you to just do those physical things. Lock picking, seeing if you can get into a door. Maybe there's some kind of automatic opening sensor, like when you walk up to the door and it slides open automatically. Maybe trying to get that to open up for you from the inside. There's all kinds of things like that, but it's a job and it pays pretty well. It's basically, it falls on the penetration testing, but it's physical.
Yep. All right, next question. In computer security, the term dumpster diving is used to describe a practice of shifting through trash for discarded documents containing sensitive data. Found documents containing names and surnames of employees along with the information about positions held in the company and other data can be used to facilitate social engineering attacks. Having the documents shredded or incinerated before disposal makes dumpster diving less effective. It mitigates the risk of social engineering attacks. True or false?
True.
I say true to that. That's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful, right?
I guess that pretty much defines what dumpster diving is, huh?
Yeah. And even if there's like a high security place, they sooner incinerate it than shred it because you could still like put together the shreds. Like that was the thing. If you're like a big target, that's a thing that you have to worry about. If you're a small target, most people aren't going to go through that effort. I mean, you have to also look at what the potential threat level for something like that is. But somebody bigger, there's people who will go through that work and sort out the different pieces and will get the documents back together.
Oh yeah, definitely. I seen people do that, and they pay. They have some companies have cybersecurity teams, and like we spoke about, they send fake emails. They do kinds of testing. Other people have cybersecurity teams that they walk around to see if anyone has their password on a sticky note on their computer on their desktop. Some people do that. You'd be surprised.
Too many people do that.
They put their password on their desk for everything.
The place where they keep it is,
underneath the keyboard usually. Underneath the keyboard or usually on their monitor or something like that. And you shouldn't be doing that.
If you see that, try to convince them to use a password manager. Try to show them something simple. I don't know, find like LastPass, some kind of solution, and talk to somebody so that you guys can get some kind of solution for that because it's not good for the security of the company. It only takes one compromised account on the internal network to cause havoc. We saw that even this past month or weeks, I guess, even. There's a new vulnerability in Windows Server that you can take over the domain controller and have complete control over basically the entire network once you have the domain controller. So it only takes one person. You have to be inside the network to run that vulnerability. So
that's why you always do Windows lock or Windows L, whatever, and lock your computer and just walk away. Those things. Like lock your computer. Always changing your password. That's why they have those. That's why they change your password every 2 months, 3 months. Don't put your password on a sticky note. And just have good practice with everything. Computers and laptops. Just make sure you lock your computer. And people just walk away and leave it open. And anyone could just sit down and just start messing around with your computer. So.
And Systech says you can tell them over and over and they don't care, and that's very true. That's one of the reasons you have to talk to management or something like that and see if you could get some kind of policy put into place. Because once the policy is put into place, they can get in trouble for it, so that they're forced to not put passwords on their sticky notes or whatever. And it's a constant struggle to keep your company secure, because the human factor is such. Humans want ease of things. They don't care about the security and stuff. They care about being able to do their job quickly and efficiently. They don't care about all the being hacked and stuff the way that we do. They don't understand it.
You're talking about, Kev, about walking away and locking your computer. They have those things out now that, I guess they still have them, but you can actually buy them where when you're close to the computer and you're logged in, you're okay. And as you walk away from the computer locks by itself. Have you seen those at all?
It locks by itself?
Yeah, like it'll actually lock. It'll actually lock. There's something you put on the computer, and I think there's something that you can wear. And then as you're close to the computer, you can stay logged in. But let's just say you go up and you have to use the bathroom. When you walk away from the computer, it loses that connection, and it'll lock your computer in case you don't lock it out.
Are you talking about like a screen timer?
No, I don't. It's like a physical device.
Yeah, physical device, like it's probably teller on a computer or a laptop or something.
Right. Yeah, they actually have them, because I've seen them when I used to work up for IBM.
Nice.
The people had them, which is kind of cool. Then you're not even thinking about it. You're just like walking away, and the thing just like locks, and you come back. Log back in.
Get in the habit. Windows, Mac, Linux. The only difference is in Mac, I think, is Command L. But just get in the habit of doing that. If you're gonna walk away from your computer, if you're gonna get out, leave like more than 10 feet from your desk, lock your computer. There's no reason to keep it open. Okay, you have to retype your password, but you have to accept that. Always lock it every time.
And of course, on top of that, go ahead. I was gonna say, on top of that, Kevin Diaz, like you can configure it so that your password is now a PIN. And on top of that, you have like Windows Face or Windows Recognize Me or something, where you can do like facial scanning. It's not secure in the sense that they can hack into that facial firmware, but you can even, from a password, you go to a PIN. It's even more unique and only recognizable by you.
Oh, you're talking about Windows Hello, right?
Yeah, Windows Hello. It's not as secure as you would think it would, but you could switch between password and PIN, which helps because you have more than one factor to authenticate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's another thing. Multi-factor authentication with a lot of companies, might use a smart card.
Yeah.
Or in the government specifically, they use smart cards. There's also the token systems. There's all kinds of different things.
Token. You have two-factor authentication. Use a dual. You have RSA tokens. You got the Octa application. It's too many to count. There's always something around.
And of course, the easiest thing to do lock a computer is go to Windows flag and L for lock. 2 keys, boom, done. Yep. Let's keep that in mind for that, like the actual shortcut. Windows L.
You develop a habit after you do it like 2 or 3 times, but it's good to develop it. Even
I do
you just start at home. Just start doing it.
Every time I do that, I always lock my computer, and I always lock my computer, and I always restart my computer. Those are the 2 things I always do.
Yeah, I always restart mine every night before I go home, or turn it off if laptop.
Because people don't restart their computer either. That's another story for another day. Yep. Anyway, go over these answers real quick. Unauthorized practice of obtaining confidential information, social engineering, that makes sense. 2, phishing and social engineering, that makes sense. 3 is phishing, so any type of legitimate. Yep. Spear phishing, targeted specific group of people. Whaling for a bit high-end business people. With social engineering, attacks rely on identity theft, impersonation. Situation where a person can use someone else's display keyboard, shoulder surfing. What is tailgating? We just went over this. Gain access for someone else. We put true as yes, the right answer. And we got all of them right. Nice. Nice job, guys. Good job, guys. Good job. Nice job, guys. Nice job.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Kevin, like Diaz is proud of us. The security guru is proud of us.
I see like a little tear drop on his left eye.
Now, if he wasn't in the chat today, we probably gonna get some of those wrong. But you know, he's here to
Yeah, he has a little teardrop
down the straight and narrow.
of joy and accomplishment and
Father of his
achievement.
children.
Just like a teardrop right there.
Good job, everyone.
Anyone have any questions? So today's not gonna be a long session because I have to go. I'm gonna go eat. So you guys have any questions?
And then you have to go walk 30,000 steps.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
That too. Yep.
Add
Any
in
questions?
5 for me.
How many miles is that?
I don't even
Too
know.
many.
Hafa like walks up and down stairs. You know, it's, yeah.
Was it?
Not
Was
even
it,
every
was it
day,
fun?
okay? Let's not
That's how we do it, huh?
yeah, let's not overdo it. Yes, it was really great. Thank you, Kevin. Sorry.
Was
I
helpful,
like
guys?
that for some of it.
Guys in chat, is it helpful?
Those questions were hard.
No, the first questions were hard because it was asking like about Windows upgrade systems on 7 and 8 and 10. Those questions were very hard. Because I don't touch 7 anymore. Just I don't know. So hey Tim, thank you, Tim. Yeah, I got a haircut. So
Well,
It's not that bad,
Thank
as you were
so
saying.
much, everyone, for all of your time. Kevin, thank you for always doing this. It's always helpful.
yep, so no problem. Yeah, so I'll be on Discord if you guys need me. And get out of here. And
Bye, Troy. It's the last time we see you as a 4-year-old, 3-year-old.
3-year-old. I was gonna say next time you guys will see Troy, he'll be 4 years old. So this is the last time.
Oh, wow.
He was a 3-year-old.
Really?
Next Saturday is his birthday, so
yeah.
Here.
Keep growing,
early
bud.
birthday,
Saturday.
Troy.
Yeah, he's gonna be a punk. Yeah. So.
I have cousins around that age, and it's a great age.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They're
Until you
cute
start
until they're
talking.
7. And then when they're 7, they're not cute anymore.
Hey, they get a little
bye.
crazy.
Say bye to
Bye,
everybody.
Troy.
See, Troy, they're all saying happy birthday to you. You don't care. He just cares about jumping around and playing with trains.
Oh my
I like-
God, 30,000 steps is 13 miles.
13 miles.
Can I ask
So
you
Kevin's
guys
walking
something
half a
before you-
marathon.
Okay, before you guys go, can I ask you something? Why
What
someone
is my
talking to
spirit
doorbell?
animal?
Hold on. No. Okay.
Like
Do
What
you guys
application would I
drive?
want to be for
Do
Windows
you guys
10?
ever drive and then wonder, like, oh, like, is this like how long a mile is? Oh, I would have never been able to run that.
Oh, compared to like running.
There you go.
I would have never been able to walk that. I'm so glad I'm driving.
Yeah, I usually do 20 to 30,000 steps every day. Usually.
That's crazy.
All right, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys have a good day. I'll be on Discord.
Likewise,
Have a good
Kevin,
weekend.
thank you so much
Yep,
for
no
your
problem.
time and for all the practice questions and setup.
All right. No worries. You
Well,
guys
have
have
a
a good
great-
day, all right?
Rest of your
Bye,
weekend.
everyone.
Bye,
Dude,
Bye.
take care.
guys.
Everyone.
Guys have a good day. Bye-bye.